There we go. What's going on, Hellraisers? Remember this time.
What is happening? We got a good show for you guys today. Sorry if I'm less enthusiastic. I've been at work for way longer than I should have been. But
tell them no excuse.
I'm here now, and I know, right? I'm here now, and that's what matters. So let's talk some NASCAR.
Ready to talk some NASCAR? We got Darlington to talk about, throwback weekend. We got penalties from before that.
Yes, sir.
Bristol
we got some legal news.
Yeah, we got all kind of stuff to go over.
Driver news. Man, it's going to be a gooder in this then. So you better just tune on in and buckle your seatbelt, sister, because we're
seatbelts tight one more time. Kidding. Let's roll that beautiful intro.
Do it. Alrighty then, welcome into Raise Hail Praise Dale, the 127 official Hellraisers.
Yeah.
I was just
welcome.
Yeah, I didn't know where else.
Welcome. Appreciate y'all
welcome
joining us and showing that love to us.
Yes, sir. So we start off with the most fun things ever that everybody likes seeing come across: the post-race breakdown.
Fun
and
stuff. Yeah.
Yes, sir. To start off, even more fun, penalties.
Yay.
We
love penalties.
So starting off, yes, sir. Starting off our penalties. Sorry, I'm getting stuff set up because I was almost late. Anyway, starting with penalties. We'll go to Sammy Smith, who was fined $25,000 and docked 50 points for wrecking Taylor Gray at Martinsville.
Stop hooking people. Not worth it.
He thinks he's Denny Hamlin and can get away with it.
It's okay, because Taylor Gray didn't exactly get away with anything. Because him and Jeb Burton were both fined $5,000 apiece for infield care conduct. He got a little chip in the infield. NASCAR didn't like it.
Also, SVG lost 2 pit crew members for 2 races.
Pretty sure that started this weekend. I don't think they what's the word I'm looking for? You can postpone it where it doesn't take effect for the upcoming race.
I don't think they postponed it.
Anyways, that's all the lovely penalties for now. We got more coming up for Darlington though. First,
so we can talk a little bit about Tucson Speedway.
The Arca Menard Series West.
Yes, sir.
150.
I think they just like putting so much word. I swear, whoever runs the Arca series, just you know what we're gonna call this? I want you to put a random name generator and say it's about 10 words, because that's our goal. We're going to see how much we can push this. But the Arca Menard Series West 150, of course, at Tucson Speedway. Jake Ballman got the pole in the number 19 car. And the top 5 of that race was Tanner Reef in the 13. He took first position, as you guys can see. Eric Johnson Jr. in that number 5 machine took second. The 19 of Jake Ballman, our pole driver, took third. Kyle Keller in the 71 took 4th, and Trevor Huddleston in the 50 took 5th.
You just wanted the easy names. That's all it was.
Oh yeah, totally.
Rounding out your top 10, starting in 6th place, is the number 6 of Caleb Schrader. Got a little finishing in your car number slot. It's nice. The number 1 of Robbie Keenely.
Kinley.
7th. I don't know. That's close enough. Number 3 of Todd Souza got an 8th. The 51 of Blake Lothian got 9th. And Cody Dennison in the 72 got your 10th place. But there were only 3 more cars, but we only announced the top 10. So,
do you know if Caleb Schrader is kin to Kenny Schrader?
That I do not know. I don't think so because it looks like it's spelled differently.
I think it's spelled different. Yeah. But that is your Arca series. We can move on to the Sport Clips Haircuts Help a Hero 200 Xfinity, taking a book out of the Arca series.
I think they added a couple syllables. Your purse there, exact same as been all season long except for Daytona, $1,651,939. I'll just go ahead and sneak into one race and take that purse with me. Right. The pole went to some weirdo that I don't know is 19 of Christopher Bell.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
Kind of called one of these Kind of called one of these D&Qs. You got the 32 of Austin Green and the 74 of Dawson Cram. I called Dawson Cram being one of the D&Qs. I'm gonna call
Dawson
it again.
Said I'm gonna cram Bristol. It.
Calling it again for Bristol.
Think so?
Well, it's Mike Harmon racing, so. Got quite a few guys that went to the rear for unapproved adjustments. You got the 10 of Daniel Dye, the 14 of Garrett Smithley, the 18 of William Saulick, the 21 of Austin Hill, the 26 of Dean Thompson, and the 35 of Greg Van Alst. Holy smokes. Get that one.
You're starting to sound like me. Right. Stage 1 was won by a familiar driver, Harrison Burton. Stage 2, Justin Allgaier took. And I'll let you take the first 5 this time.
All right.
Since you got a little upset.
Christopher Bell didn't get to place in the top 10. Okay. The number 20 took first place, though, but it's Brandon Jones. Chase Elliott took second in the 17. Justin Allgaier took third. Another Cup driver, Mr. Ross Chastain, in the top 5, coming in 4th. And then 5th place went none other to the number 1 of Carson Kvapil.
A what? Number 88 of Connor Zilic took 6th position. 16 of Christian Eckes took 7th. The 48 machine of Nick Sanchez took 8th. That beautiful JR Motorsports 8 of Sammy Smith took 9th. And Sheldon Creed in that 00 finished 10th. That rounds off your top 10. But this podcast does follow a few more Xfinity drivers. That's Matty D. Burrito in the 99. He finished 23rd. And the 31st position went to the 42 of Anthony Alfredo. Fast Pasta was not cooking today.
Yeah. If you notice on the graphics, we pulled the new numbers that Mr. Diecast Charvy was able to put up during the race weekend. So we got the throwback numbers up for those that did run them.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Can I say that some of the Xfinity throwbacks, in my opinion, were better than the Cup throwbacks? Like that.
A lot of them were.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like you had a throwback to Ricky Rudd's Haviland car, Sterling Marlin.
I'm trying
to think of who drove.
Xfinity did way better than Cup.
100%. I feel some of the Cup throwbacks, I don't even want to call throwbacks, the worst throwback I've seen in my life happened out of this car, or this season. I don't know why I said car, but the number 9 of Chase Elliott had the worst throwback.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Yeah, it didn't even match. Like when they showed the car that it was supposed to be, I was like, this is not accurate.
Colors weren't the same.
I mean,
the pattern even
the colors weren't the
technically
same.
wasn't
The pattern wasn't the same. The number wasn't the same. Like, I don't even know why they called that a throwback. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know. They
That's
could have.
Universe probably wanting to keep their colors on the car.
I get it, but pick a different scheme to throw back to.
Yeah.
There's plenty of gray and green schemes. I mean, that's just my opinion, though.
There sure are.
But the
Not foreshadowing
Xfinity
anything.
not at all. The fastest lap oh my lord, hang on, let me collect
That was not
my
him
brain.
breaking up, y'all. That was him physically breaking up, not his mic.
The Xfinity fastest lap went to the 54 of Taylor Gray on lap 2. He ran a 30.6. It's
Crazy lap 2.
Got the fastest pretty lap. Yeah.
It's not much
oh my gosh.
slower than the Cup Series.
We did not have any problems at the post-race tech, but the number 20 had one lug nut not safe and secure. The number, what is that? 7, 00, and 19 are returning to NASCAR R&Ds for inspection. I'm sorry, the dot in between, or like the comma in between the 7 and the 00. For you guys that are listening, this is not going to pertain to anything to you, but Voodoo will understand what I'm saying. I straight up read that as 7 o'clock. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's a comma, dude, not a colon. Oh
my gosh. I'm tired. But anyway,
I know we didn't talk
three
about
cars went to.
Yeah, I know we didn't talk about the finish of the Arca Menard series. The last couple of laps being like 3 wide and going for the lead was pretty
cool. Oh, yeah.
Good racing.
I will say that the Cup Series, in my opinion, had the most boring race this weekend.
Yeah. Great for my fantasy team, though.
I bet it was. Speaking of fantasy, if you want to jump into our fantasy and get the possibility of winning a 1/64th diecast from the Lionel shop of your choosing, go to thatNASCARfantasy.com and join Raise Hale, that's Hale, Praise Dale podcast. If it doesn't say podcast, it's not ours. The password is all lowercase RHPD24.
That's RHPD 2024.
Oh, it is, isn't it? I'll get it right eventually. I'm sorry.
You almost had it. Almost had it.
Almost. I hope you liked my infomercial voice.
We'll get it from the Lionel Racing website so long as they stay in business after all these price hikes they're pushing out to everybody right now.
Bro, that ain't no lie.
But
Circle B about to be my best friend.
Did you see that screenshot I sent you of the pre-order getting canceled?
Yes.
You know which car that was?
Yeah, I know. I got the same email.
Phoenix car.
I know. I got the same email.
Garbage.
I ordered the 164.
Like, why did they wait so long to tell us that they didn't meet minimum?
Oh, bro. I don't know. I wish they'd cut it off in like the first month. I think what it is they're just trying to make their quota. Like, oh, man, if we extend it just one more month, we'll surely get it.
Maybe. See what happens with the Shaq car and the Backstreet Boys car. Only 2 I got pre-ordered right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Cup Series, let's jump on over to the Goodyear 400. Get them nice little throwback numbers for less than half the field that decided to run. Even what they considered throwbacks.
Next.
First there, of course, is the same as it always been, except for the 500. $11,055,250. And your pole winner, your stage 1 winner, your stage 2 winner, and not quite the race winner are all William Byron.
He also got the Xfinity fastest lap.
Yep. Which was on
Willie
lap
B
297 for 29.387. So just barely over 0.2 seconds faster than.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane, actually. Again, we do also have the numbers. If you look down there, hang on, down there. There we go. We have the throwback numbers for those that did it. So big shout out to Voodoo for getting all that lined up.
I just put the graphics on here. The numbers are actually made by Diecast RV. So
I got you. Well,
I steal them from him.
Well, he steals. Anyway, the first 5 of the top 10 start out with, of course, the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Cucumber Cowboy back at it again with a back-to-back. This is the second back-to-back this season.
Both went to JGR.
Willie B, of course, took second after dominating the entire race. And I would think I would be happy. Yeah, I think I would gladly have watched Willie B go to the finish line first. But neither here nor there. NOC Bell himself took third, followed by Tyler Reddick and Mr. My Pit Crew Sucks, Brian Blaney.
Hey, look at it this way. He actually finished a race finally.
He did finally finish a race. I blame not the car and not the driver. I blame solely the pit crew for Blaney not winning this race.
I could see that. Well,
because the pit crew cost him 20 positions the entire race. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Worst pit crew I have seen in a hot minute. Hey. Sorry. My daughter was getting stuff. But anyway.
Move on to the rest of the top 10.
Yeah.
The 17 of I don't like throwbacks, Chris Buescher. Another guy that didn't do a throwback, the one of Ross Chastain, came in 7th. Not so much a throwback of the number 9, Chase Elliott, came in 8th. Throwing it back to last week was Mr. Ty Gibbs in the 54. Came in 9th. And then Kyle Busch, throwing it back to last season, I guess, coming in 10th.
At least Kyle Busch throwback was better than Chase Elliott's.
He didn't throw back.
I mean, he threw back to himself. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, we already talked about the fastest lap. Post-race tech had no issues, but you did have one car from each different engine manufacturer go back to for engine dyno. So you had Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, and Tyler Reddick.
Yes, sir. We do have to look at our rookies this
before we
race.
Do that, let's take a look at the. I need to put this back in the notes because I'm put it in there. Winless streak.
Oh, hey, that's not the winless streak.
Congratulations, you saw the schedule early.
There we go. Well, if you go all the way to the bottom, taking place of our Corey LaJoie counter, you got Ty Dillon with 253 starts without a win. He's almost surpassed the man, the myth, the legend himself, Corey LaJoie.
Might by the end of the season.
He just might, unless he pulls off something crazy.
Which, I mean, Harrison Burton did it.
There's over there. And that is very true.
Now we can flip over to the rookies.
Okay. Going. Yes, sir. For once this season, my rookie finished better than yours.
Yours is ahead of me in
What?
points now, too.
Yep, I'm doing my podcast. Yeah.
Riley Earpst started 32nd
Okay.
and moved forward no spots, but fell backwards 2,
And
finishing 34th.
I am talking
And
to
he
him.
is now in 34th in the standings with a whopping 92 points.
He's right there.
I know he's right there. Sorry if this is very distracting. I'm having a conversation with a 2-year-old.
At least you didn't talk to him.
Yeah,
Stop talking to
But
the
you're
voices in your head.
I know. I'm sorry. He said, "Stop talking to the voices in your head." So my rookie, if you're done, honestly, I have no idea if you are or not, but I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead like a jerk.
I finished. You were too busy chit-chatting.
Okay. I know. SVG started way back in 36th and finished in the top 20 in 20th place, and he is currently standing 33rd in standings with 97 points.
A 5-point difference.
I've officially beaten you.
No, you're in the lead. You have not beaten me yet.
Season
Season is long from over.
Well, oh well. But anyway, we can
Ready
move
for
on
the
to
RHPD.
RHPD Motorsports. I'll let you go first.
Alrighty. So, still in the Mountain Dew car of 37, Mr. Carson Hocevar did absolutely horrendous. Started in 13th, finished in 32nd. Is now sitting in 30th in standings with 118 points. Then Tyler Reddick in that Ally 73 did excellent. Started in 7th, finished in 4th, and is now 5th in the standings with 254 points.
Nice.
Don't forget that extra top 5 and top 10 there.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry, because I have him on mine too. Not on this driver though. I have the 55 of Cole Custer. He started way back in 31st and finished up in 22nd. Currently setting 35th in points with 77. He is in the 55 Bass Tracker Camry. And the 56, I have the no, thank you. I have the NOS piloted by Christopher Bell. He has 8 starts, 1 pole, 1 stage win, 5 top 5s, 5 top 10s, and 3 race wins. He started 17th, finished 3rd, and is currently 3rd in points with 263.
Blah, blah, blah.
I know you're in a dress.
Nobody care about no Christopher Bell.
I do. Anyway, are you ready to jump over to our trackside trends? All right, so if you're new to the episode, Trackside Trends, where we talk about NASCAR updates, team changes, and we look forward to the next race. So we'll start off with some NASCAR updates. Go ahead.
Okay. I thought you were rolling right into it. NASCAR likes the pause button in regards to Auto Club Speedway out in Fontana. They're halting progress on plans to rebuild the short track out there. Well, not rebuild, but build the short track out there. Apparently it's going to cost them an arm and a leg, and they don't want to fork it out. So, like, we going to have another season or two without racing in Southern California.
Just an update. If I remember right, it's 2 weeks until The Rock. Is it 2 or 3? I looked at this up earlier. I promise. I'm pretty sure it's 2 weeks, but
Easter weekend.
Could be wrong.
So you got Bristol this weekend, and then it should be The Rock the weekend after.
Yeah, so 2 weeks after The Rock. Dega
Somebody gets to
Dega.
watch Dega
What?
and Poison.
Rub it in. Rub it in.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
After I finish rubbing that in.
some sad news. Truck Series team owner and former IndyCar driver. Oh no. Shige Hattori. I don't know how to say his first name. He died in a motor vehicle crash Saturday in Huntersville. He was 61 years old. Hattori won a truck title as an owner for Brett Moffitt in 2018.
Pretty rough. I know they put out a statement.
In your backpack.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen it here recently. It sucks, man.
Makes you think that can happen at any time. So
That's enough.
make sure you're
100%.
telling the ones that you love them all the time.
Yes, sir.
But moving forward, mentioned the lawsuit. This is not the Carter lawsuit. This is a new lawsuit. Legacy Motor Club has filed against Ware Racing. Because apparently, according to Legacy, they came to an agreement on March 3rd for Ware Racing to sell a charter to Legacy so that they can expand to 3 cars in 2026. And Ware Racing has now said, no thanks, we're not doing it. Ware Racing came back and said they're trying to drag our name through the mud, so we'll see what comes of it. I wouldn't mind seeing the Legacy go to 3 cars and get Corey Hyman to one of them.
I would even be okay if they ran an Xfinity, not necessarily just a.
Yeah, but if they're purchasing a
it'd
charter,
be pretty.
that's gonna go for Cup.
No. I know that. I was just saying, I think it'd be really cool to see them run an Xfinity, see how they did there. But with that being said, speaking of double duty, Kyle Larson is set to try to pull off the double again, the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600.
Yeah, it works out for him this year.
It didn't work out so well last time, but we'll see.
If they haven't shown that cannot with it.
We want to mention that next one. It's about Carl Larson too. So
Well,
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
the roster portal shows. Well, we already know now because it went into effect this past weekend. But Kyle Larson now has the Justin Haley over the wall crew, except for the fueler. Rear changer Mike Moss, tire carrier David Stallings, jackman Eric Ludwig, and front changer Jafar Hall. And Haley, at the time of this news, Justin Haley's crew hadn't been filed yet. I think he took people from Ty Gibbs, if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy. It's crazy to see like all the crew changes, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Well,
speaking of some changes, Joe Gibbs Racing has added Cheddar Smith to be the new car chief for Ty Gibbs, beginning in the Goodyear 400 at Darlington. So this last weekend. What does that say?
Big get for the number 54 team.
Yeah, it's showing weird on mine.
Anyways, they saw Ty Gibbs wasn't being successful.
It's a big upgrade.
Yeah, they saw he wasn't being successful, so they're like, "Yep, here we go. Let's try and change this." It works.
Get out of here. Go.
Doesn't seem to make much of a difference in Darlington. So at Daytona, we got to see a couple of cars go home. Maybe we get to see it happen again at the Coca-Cola 600, because as you already know, the 84 is running. That'd be Mr. Jimmy Johnson be running the Coke 600. He already confirmed that.
Yes, sir.
And then Connor Zilic will be returning in the Red Bull 87 for the Coke 600.
Ooh.
That's 2 cars confirmed.
So nice.
But you could also have a number of other guys show up who usually run open cars in the bigger name races. That'd be the 33, the 44, the 66, the 78, and the 50. So could potentially see too many cars for not enough spots.
Sir, speaking of names running races, Garrett Mitchell, aka or better known as Cleetus McFarland, will be running the Arca race at Bristol, as well as an upcoming start at Talladega from his Stacking Pennies episode. So, pretty excited.
Corey
Let's see if
LaJoy,
he.
positive.
I wonder if he's going to be flying free as an eagle and actually finish the race this time.
Hopefully. We shall see though.
Definitely looking forward to that. You know what else I'm looking forward to?
Race Day Horizon.
It's Bristol, baby.
Awesome. Guess what?
And
Guess
we
what?
get chicken butt.
I got the dates right. I got the track name right. I got the times right. I got the series logos right. I got the coverage logos right. What? First time, baby.
You misspelled Bristol.
No, I didn't.
I'm just playing. I figured
I
figured
put
I'd give
the
you some
track
kind of hard
logo
time.
up there. Look at
that. I should have been like, we're not going to Darlington again. So starting on Friday, that's April 11th, the truck practice and qualifying is going to be on FS2 at 3:35 Eastern Standard Time. And the race, the Weather Guard truck race, will be on FS1 at 7:30. The first stage will be 65 laps. The second stage will be 65 laps. And the last stage will be 120, making a grand total of 250 laps. That's a lot of left turns.
Not quite as many left turns as these other guys are making. Because on Saturday, April 12th, for you that can't do 1 + 1 math.
Voices in my head's birthday.
Not important. 11:30 in the morning is Xfinity practice and qualifying on the CW app. Then later on that day at 2 o'clock, you got the Cup practice and qualifying on the Prime Video. And then the Xfinity race is at 5 p.m. That's the SciAps 300 on the CW. First and second stage are both 85 laps, and then the final stage is 130 laps for a grand total of 300 laps. That's
yes,
what,
sir.
100 more left turns.
Round and about.
Because I kind of count 1 and 2 as like one big turn.
Yeah, so do I. But on
Sunday.
Hang on, baby Jesus, this is gonna get bumpy.
wow, it actually worked the way it was supposed to.
I want to say it out too loud because then something else might break.
I know, right? Sunday, April 13th on FS1 at 1:30 p.m. NASCAR race day will start. The Cup race, the Food City 500, will be at 3 p.m. The first and second stage will be 125 laps. The last stage being 250, making a grand total of 500 laps. Approximately 1,500 left turns.
That's just a couple.
Insane in the membrane.
But now we get to turn towards entryless. So for your trucks, we got 35 trucks entered. Most notably,
Yes, sir.
the 07 of Mr. Kyle Larson, who is just the 07 of Kyle Larson deciding he's going to pull triple duty and go for that sweep this weekend. And then the number 1 of Brandon Jones, your Xfinity winner himself this past weekend, is jumping down to the trucks.
Yes, sir. The Xfinity series has 40 entries as well. Starting with the 17 of Kyle Larson, and the 24 of Corey Heim.
I bet you Dawson Cram doesn't qualify again. Just saying, because there's gonna be 2 DNQs.
Well, it doesn't have his name on here anymore, so I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, I'm not putting the whole entry list down there, just the notable ones. Considering he's not going to qualify for the race, he's not a notable entry.
Listen, he's trying to one up Corey LaJoy. You leave that man alone. He's trying to not qualify for 280 laps.
Or he's not getting the starts. That's the problem.
Well, that's what I said. He's trying to one up him. He's trying to not even qualify for 280 races.
Yeah, well, might happen.
But in the Xfinity series, the Dash for Cash Bristol, the 4 drivers are the double of Sheldon Creed, the 7 of Justin Allgaier, 21 Austin Hill, and the 44 of Brennan Poole.
Yep. So one of those guys, whoever finishes ahead of the rest of them, get an extra $100,000.
I got Allgaier. That's my pick.
Going Allgaier. I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna go with Sheldon Creed. I think he might get something there. Cup cars. We got 39 cars for Bristol, baby.
Oh, we get to add a number at the end of this one.
Yeah. Starting this race, because you get 40 cars, we only got 39 showing up. Mr. Corey LaJoy. And 01 is coming back with the 33, Mr. Jesse Love's going to be making his Cup Series debut. And then Mr. Josh Bilicki in the 66 is making a return.
Yes, sir. We also... Hang on a minute, I'm making sure I'm reading this right. For Bristol, we have the same tire as the 3 previous Cup weekends. They will put down the PJ1 track bite, which is originally used until a switch to more traditional resin. They switched from it last fall. But on Friday morning, so they're going to switch to the PJ1 Friday morning. Last fall, they waited until after the trucks to apply the PJ1. So we'll see how that works. Do you think it's going to eat the tires like it did last year? So if you remember, the marbles were insane.
Yeah, and it was springtime that it did it, because it didn't do it in the fall race. So we could see it again.
That's nuts.
I've got a handful of new sponsors for Bristol. First things first, Mr. Corey LaJoy. Not technically a new sponsor for him, but first time this season. That number 01, he's going to have the Schluter Systems car.
Schluter Systems.
And
Ross Chastain will be running that beautiful Busch Light flannel.
What color flannel do you think he's going with?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
What color flannel do you think he's going with this time around?
Maybe the green one, like the green and black with like the little bit of red in it. Maybe. I don't know. It'll probably just be the red one, honestly.
Red and blue one like last year.
Yeah, I think that'll be kind of what this is, because even in the Busch commercials, the dude's wearing a red flannel.
So. Next up, Mr. Austin Cindric is going to have Snap-on as his.
Pretty excited for that one. I'm not gonna lie. I could see where that scheme could possibly be very cool. The thing that worries me is it's a Penske car, and Penske schemes usually suck unless it's throwbacks.
Yeah.
But Noah Gragson will be running a Rural King. I don't even know what that is, but it might be cool.
Almost Burger King, I guess. The Kroger deal is spread into a different RFK car. Mr. Brad Keselowski's going to have it on there now. I guess technically he had it for Daytona 500 because he had Cottonelle, had the toilet paper for the Daytona 500. But this time he's going to have Oscar Mayer and Rustic Oven on it.
Think he's gonna sing "My Baloney" has a first name?
OSCAR.
Justin Haley would be running in Nations Guard, which I got super excited till I really read this because I thought it said national. Oh, military's coming back, baby! And then I was like,
Psych.
stupid.
It's not on this list, but the old Bubbles is running an Air Force car this week. But it's not a new.
Yeah, but Air Force
sponsor.
is the only one that's really stuck around. Like if I would see like an Army car or a Marines car or
I'm
something
down
like
for
that,
an
I'd be
car.
way.
Number 10,
Army
Ty
cars are always
Dillon
pretty
is going to be running an Okuma car. No idea what that is.
Me neither. The Dinger, though, will be running a Grizzly nicotine pouch car, which I love this car. I'm going to have to find a diecast for it.
I like it better
Beautiful.
than Ty Dillon's.
Oh, yeah. But I'm a sucker for green, and this sucker, everything I like about it. It's not just a green car with a logo thrown on it. It's got some character. It's not just a black car with a green stripe. It's nice. But this will also appear, at least the sponsor will, at Talladega, Indianapolis, and Watkins Glen.
Indeed.
Beautiful. I'm ready to see what this next one looks like, too, because I bet it's going to look pretty good.
Well, we don't have an official
Granted.
picture of the 33 yet. From
Well, I don't
Mr.
think they've
Jesse.
released an official mock-up scheme or
That's
anything.
what I'm saying, yeah. But C4 Energy is going to be on board for Jesse Love in his debut.
Yes, sir. I'm excited because if it looks like anything like the pre-workouts or anything, I'm down 100%. But Josh Bilicki is running a Manscaped car. I like this car too. It's pretty dope. I like the purple camo.
Yeah, I think this would have been better for Jimmy to run during his Ally days.
100%. Can you imagine if this thing? Listen, I've already got an improvement for this car, but I wish that it had a foil number. Well, that too, but a foil driver is what I was saying, or foil number.
What the heck is a foil driver?
Josh, a foil driver. Foil Joy, he's a foil.
Oh man!
But I do like that car. It's pretty neat. It gives me old school like now. I feel like it would look really good on Gen 4. Speaking of schemes, are you ready to jump into our scheme scene?
Let's do it.
Our SQ. Not scheme scene. If you want to see scheme scene, you can tune in on. It usually releases on Thursdays, so where we rate the schemes for the next week. So if you're interested in that, jump in that one. But this is S cubed because I'm special needs and get them mixed up all the time. This is where one of us chooses an older scheme and the other one chooses a scheme from the last race. Luckily, it was throwback, and baby, I've got the throwback. But before we unveil, yeah, okay. I was like, that sounded weird coming out, probably because I said it wrong. Before we unveil our picks, Happy Hour Racing is our sponsor for S Cubed. And what they are is this awesome store where you can buy your NASCAR merch without the tariff markup. Attacking straight Lionel at the moment. Unless they want to sponsor us. And if that's the case, Lionel, we love you and we would gladly take a sponsor. But Happy Hour Racing,
as of the moment,
they have
your
shirts.
product's starting to be garbage. Just saying.
Yep. But they got
if
shirts,
you don't
hats.
want garbage,
Yeah. They have a lot of NASCAR merch, and not only NASCAR merch, they also have F1 merch. So you should definitely go check them out because they're constantly adding stuff to their website. And they even, for you bargain shoppers, have a clearance aisle section in their website, which is awesome. And you can put code RHPD to support us, even with your clearance items. And it costs nothing extra to you guys. Just gives us a little off the top of what you're. So be sure to go check them out.
Indeed.
And now that we can unveil our picks, I will go first. With that Carl Edwards throwback of Denny Hamlin. I picked this one is because just pure nostalgia. Like, it's not even the best throwback, but it just made me feel like I was
back to you.
Oh yeah, totally. It's just not the best one. Like, I honestly, hands down, the best throwback goes to Kyle Larson, who was on the field for like 10 laps. I hated seeing it.
Spun again.
Yeah, he came back for like 50 and then spun. But this one just, it made me think back to watching NASCAR in like 07, 08, somewhere around there, maybe even 06, watching Carl run the absolute crap out of those cars. And I liked Denny's post-race interview where they asked if he was going to do a backflip, and he's like, nah, Carl's around here somewhere. He can.
Carl did drop the green flag, so.
He did. Did you see where Corey LaJoie put that he lost his ride and it showed Carl in his car?
Yeah, which is
like right
where he kind of
race.
leaked the Schluter Systems paint scheme.
Yes, sir. But definitely one of my favorites. I mean, I could go on and tell you how he finished, I guess. He started third and finished first.
I know we covered it earlier, but still.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
That's his scheme. Now we're going to a true past scheme. I'm going all the way back. Doesn't seem like it was that long ago. But, 2018. Well, Mr. Ricky Stenhouse.
Ooh.
That John Deere car, baby. The 2018 Bojangles Southern 500. Also at Darlington Raceway. Did not do as well as Denny, but started 25th and finished up almost in the top 10. Got to 12th place. Not too shabby. But we haven't really seen John Deere on a car. This would be one that I'd like to see come back.
Definitely. Which this was a throwback in itself, right? I'm pretty sure you just said that.
Considering it was ran at the Southern 500. But yeah, nice pretty little John Deere green and the yellow going on. No, I actually have a John Deere dealership in my town now. Along with a Kubota.
I do too. I have both of those. I even have a Mahindra.
We only had Kubota for a while, and then John Deere came within like the last couple of years, I think. But that's Mr. Ricky Stenhouse's scheme from the past.
Well, Ricky spin out.
So, once again, S Cubed is brought to you by Happy Hour Racing. Go show them some love. Use code RHPD to also show us some love at the same time.
Yes, sir, because I need your help supporting my crippling NASCAR.
With that being said, it is time for y'all new peoples that aren't hail raisers yet to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can become a hail raiser with these other 127 fine folks.
Yes, sir.
We also got merch outside of happyhourracing.com. Got our own personal podcast merch with some driver mascots, Cucumber Cowboy,
And
Fast
possibly
Pasta,
some
Joey Lasagna.
possibly some Hellraiser merch coming up. So
Hey, that's a good idea.
if you wanna hopefully be a rep in your Hellraiser membership, maybe a thought.
Didn't think about that. I do. I'm gonna have to work on it.
But yeah. Well, with me having the new scheme, my turn to call us out, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So before I even start saying my intro,
Outro.
outro, yes, outro. No, you're going through another episode. Sorry, guys, you're stuck here in a loop.
Joke's on you. This was just the pre-show.
No, before I do my outro, like he said, subscribe, become our 128th Hellraiser. Go check out Happy Hour Racing because they are a really cool website. I used them even before they were a sponsor, so really cool.
Socials.
What?
Socials.
Oh, yeah, socials. We also have been posting on our socials kind of consistently. You're welcome. No, I'm just. I have found a way to do that
Cheater,
that makes
cheater,
my
pumpkin
life
eater.
a little easier. I did not post today, I don't think, just because I've been insanely busy. But I will be continuing to post. And we will be having giveaway soon, but the only way you're going to know about it is tune in and check our socials. But you can follow us on X right up there. And we also have a TikTok and an Instagram. We even have a Facebook page. Most of those you can search RHPD Podcast. I think our Facebook Tail Praisedale. But it's all in the description. So be sure to check all of that out. But thank you guys for tuning into this episode. And that is the checkered flag on it. So I hope that you guys tune in next time. And until next time, this is RHPD signing off.